Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and esteemed guests. We are delighted to welcome you to the UGRAD Exchange Program Scholarship webinar that is organized by the Departmental Facilitation and Sport Club. I am Aisha Rifkiani, and I will be your host for today's event. Starting with the name of Allah, who is the most benevolent and merciful, let's begin our webinar with the recitation of the Holy Quran.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
إنا أعطيناك الكوثر.
Indeed, we have granted you, O Muhammad, Al-Kawthar.
فصل لربك وانحر.
So pray to your Lord and sacrifice to Him alone.
إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
Indeed, your enemy is the one cut off.
Jazakallah. Before we begin, let's take a moment to acknowledge the significance of this opportunity. The UGRAD exchange program has been a beacon of hope and a gateway to academic and cultural enrichment for countless individuals. Today, we gather to explore the possibilities that it offers and to gain the valuable insight into the application process. Here is a quick overview of what we have in store for you today. We will begin with the UGRAD program criteria and the objectives. And basically, our focus would be on the statement of purpose and the application process. We will have the privilege of hearing from the speakers who will share their personal experience as a UGRAD scholar. And towards the end, we will have a question and answer session where you can ask your questions. Now, without any further ado, let's invite our first guest, who is Sana Ehsan. She's a standout candidate for the UGRAD Fall 2023 program. Currently, she's pursuing her 6th semester of bachelor's degree at Emporia State University in Kansas, which is in America. Sana's academic journey has been nothing short of exceptional. Sana's dedication to education extends beyond her studies. She has a deep-rooted ambition to contribute to the Pakistan's education system upon her return. Her passion for reforming education in Pakistan is truly commendable. Let's welcome Sana Ehsan as she joins us today to share her experience as a UGRAD scholar. Sana, you have the floor, please.
Undergrad.
Hello everyone. This is Sana Ehsan from Northern Istanbul, and I'm happy to inform you that currently I am in Emporia State University, Kansas, for my semester exchange program. Like, it's my 6th semester here, and it was a good experience. Like, of course, there were some things I have to work on, but there are some challenges as well here. But I think it's gonna be the best experience of my life and a different experience of my life. So I'm happy to share my experience with you. I'm happy to guide you. So, thank you.
Moving forward, it's an honor to introduce our first speaker, someone who embodies the spirit of excellence, leadership, and a commitment to transforming lives through education. She is Nimra Faridoon, and she's also the director of the scholarship team of our society. And she has been to United States on the Global UGRAD Exchange Program in the spring of 2022. She was placed in New England College, New Hampshire. She's an educationist and a social activist, and she inspired to reshape the educational system of Pakistan. In this regard, she recently completed a community development project with the name of Beyond the Classroom to work on the soft skills of orphan students, and it was funded by the US Department of State. Please, Nimra, you have the floor.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. So we will start with the application procedure formally from now onwards, and at the end we have some useful links for you guys. So stay tuned, and I will share those links after my presentation in the chat box for your assistance. So starting with the application process. So starting with the application process, we first have, let me fix my screen first. Sorry for the delay, let me fix my screen. Okay, so is it visible now?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, let's start. So starting with the application procedure formally, so first of all we have, when you will log into your account, so first you will encounter with this screen, and the first question is like get started, where you will find some of the useful tips regarding the application procedure. So you will find here like the global UGRAD 2024 section, where there will be an indicator that will show how much application process you have completed. So first of all, they have given the the start, like on the website, you, when you will open it, you will have like a formal welcome from the global UGRAD program, and then after that we have the important instructions before we move forward. So how to complete the application. It's, first of all, you will have a save button at the end of every section, and you need to save your information. I will show you like when we will move forward towards the educational or the other information, personal information and additional information. I will show you how you will save your application so that your data that you have first entered will not lost. After that we have uh, we have different sections. Get started. First of all, the journal instructions. We have journal instruction. If you don't have anything, let's suppose you are not like any of the field is not relevant to you and you don't have the data according to it, you just name it NA, which means not applicable. And after that we have the journal instructions. Please answer all of your questions on the application in English. Obviously it's the whole application is it in English, including your full name, family name, and spelled on your passport, how it is spelled on the passport. Then we will move forward, and there are different sections that I will show you guys in a while. And then we have like self instructions, indicate the main subject you are currently or intended to, like field of study. There are different sections. In the field of study you have to mention like your home university, your major field of study, minor field of study, and all about the UGRAD program. Then My screen is gone, I think so. I don't know why it's happening.
Yes, it's gone.
Let me fix it. Is it visible now?
Yes, it is, Nimra.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So where we were like, so okay, we were on the journal instructions. Like in the journal instructions for saving your time, I will explain that in the personal information section. And then afterwards we have the field of study, like field of study in which study or the discipline you belong to. There are many students who question about like कि हमारा तो इसमें कोई specific वो नहीं है, हमारी field mention ही नहीं है, तो हम क्या करें? It doesn't matters. You just need to choose the most relevant out of it. And there are usually there are all the fields that are there, they are mentioned inside the list. And then we have language proficiency section inside the application process. Language proficiency, I will guide you about that. Many students are confused in the like should we have the TOEFL, IELTS or these kind of proficiency certificates before applying. So I will let you know about in the language proficiency section. Then we have the academic completion, and afterwards there will be a personal statement that will be explained by Sana Ihsan, our second speaker, and hopefully she will convey it to you and she will assist you in the process. After that, the recommendation letter, and many people are confused about the recommendation letters, like हमें recommendation write up करना पड़ेगा या नहीं करना पड़ेगा. So you don't need the recommendation letters right now. Because when you are selected, you will have to give that recommendation letter after your selection process. But for now, you don't have to give any kind of recommendation letters. So the next is Then there is a button like start application. After reading all the sections, you just need to click on the start application, and it will be formally started. So first section is, if you can see on the left side of your screen, the first section is personal information. In the personal information, we have you can go accordingly, like they have mentioned for your assistance, like 1 2 3 question numbers, and we will go accordingly. Question number one is the name of applicant, and many students are confused about it. Like title, if you open this the title bar, you will have like three options, like Mr., Miss, and Mrs. Obviously, if you are not like married, you have to choose Miss, or the Mr. And for the females, if they are married, they need to choose here Mrs. Then the first name, middle name, and last name. Many people confuses, especially in this area, like you have to fill your name according to your passport, like what your passports like what your passport is saying about your name. Okay, you have to fill according to your passport. First name, like let's suppose someone has name like Muhammad Ali Khan. So his first name will be Muhammad, middle name will be Ali, and last name will be Khan. So after that, like we have the second section. The second section is about country or country of citizen. Do you have multiple citizenship? Like if you have multiple citizenship, like if you have Pakistani and you have other citizenship, you can mention yes. And if not, so I think so most of you will not have the second citizenship, so you will obviously select no. Then the Pakistani national, yes, you are Pakistani national, because this whole scholarship is for the Pakistani students. Then we have the country of present citizenship. Here you have to choose Pakistan. And then the third section is about the country of legal residence. It's automatically Pakistan. When you drop down the menu, you will find option of Pakistan over there. You have to choose Pakistan from there. Then we have the place of birth, like the city of birth. Wherever you are from, like when you open the drop down menu, you will find your city. Like if you are from Islamabad, you have to choose Islamabad, and the city of birth, like where you have born. Then same goes for the country of birth. Obviously it will be like Pakistan. And then date of birth, you have to choose like day, month, and year. Like if it's 12 December, then you have to choose 12 and the year accordingly. And these information should be coincide with your passport. Then after that, we have number 6 portion, that is gender. Like obviously if you are male, you will choose that, and if you are female, you will choose that. Then marital status, you should choose accordingly. If you are married, you would choose married, and if you are single, you will choose single. And then we have the 8th section. In the 8th section, we have it will be about
करनी पड़ता है आप
disability. If you have
जब
any kind of
उसको
a
ऑन करेंगे तो
disability,
बोल लीजिएगा
like
प्लीज़
if
बोल
you are
के
if
कौन सा
you
पेज
are
नंबर
you
ऐसे
are
भी मैं मिस
impaired,
कीजिएगा
like visually
तो
or by
वो
hearing, so
बोल
you
देंगे आपको
you
कि
need to
कौन सा
choose
पेज
from the
नंबर है
drop
एंड
down
देन
menu.
सबमिट
And if
also
not, then you
can
just need
marginalize
to select
when
not
she's finished
applicable.
she should say
Then we
next
have
slide or
on
next page.
number 9, we have the current contact information, in which you need to choose your like permanent address. In permanent address, you will choose like address type, address. And after that, we choose the city. And then postal code, you will easily find this postal code when you will write in the taskbar of your web browser, and you will find that. After that, we have the region or province. um, from wherever you are, like from KPK, Balochistan, wherever you are from, just choose that from the drop down menu. And then country, again Pakistan, and then phone number. And here I would like to call your attention towards that city code that you have to mention. Like if you are doing that from you have to mention your PTCL or phone numbers, so you must include your city code. Then we have the mobile number. And there is a sample as well mentioned. And then your email address, and make sure that this email address should be the same from which you have logged into the into the application process. Then we have at number 11 is emergency contact number. This is the contact number when, let's suppose, if you are selected and you are on your UGRAD journey to US. So in case God forbid me, if you have any kind of emergency accident situation, then who is your guardian, like to whom they will inform you so about you. So you have to mention very carefully, like which number is like functional, and which person of your family or your guardian, you have to mention the information of these in this section. So first and last name you have to mention overall, the full name of your guardian over here. Then relationship to you, like if, whether it's your brother, father, and then address. This should be a permanent address. Then the city, postal code, and regional province, and the country. और ये सारी information आपने यहाँ पे उस like person की fill करनी है जिसको आपने अपना emergency कॉन्टैक्ट गार्डियन बनाया है, ठीक है, उसका फ़ोन नंबर, मोबाइल नंबर, एंड देन ईमेल एड्रेस. Then after that we have the academic information, um, and do we have Sabiha with us?
Now, moving to
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, from now onwards, like Sabiha will tell you guys about the further two sections. The floor is open for you, Sabiha.
next, we have with us Sabiha Mukarrama, and she is a student of Bachelor's of English at Namal Islamabad campus. Currently, she is on her exchange program at the University of Wisconsin Green Bay through the fully funded Global UGRAD Pakistan exchange program. She has volunteered for a women's shelter and educational conservation. Her future interests include international organizations like the United Nations. Throughout her UGRAD process, she got a lot of guidance from her seniors. Therefore, she wants to help other students with their queries. Without further ado, let's hear from Sabiha Mukarrama about her journey and experiences as a UGRAD, and especially about the academic information.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry for not joining you guys earlier. I was having like some technical problems here. But like the academic information, I think it's the simplest one because we already apply for university, we apply for different other things, and the academic information is kind of similar. So you need your like metric or like O levels and your high school from the US, which is like A levels, and your FSC or FA or like 12th grade and your 10th grade results. So just apply from there. और जब आप करेंगे like at education, they're gonna give you points like options के कौन सा level है और उसके बाद आपका institution, your marks, and your date of starting the program and the date of your ending the program. So academic information is, I believe, the simplest one. You're not gonna have any problems. लेकिन इसके अंदर problem ये हो सकता है कि if you don't have your like result cards, or like okay, it's like if you do not have the, how would I say that, ओके हमारे रिजल्ट कार्ड्स जो होते हैं ना वही हमारी मेन चीज़ होती है. मतलब पाकिस्तान में हमें कोई सेपरेट एक्स्ट्रा चीज़ नहीं चाहिए होती जैसे कि डिग्री. तो हम लोग सिर्फ रिजल्ट कार्ड्स को भी अपलोड कर सकते हैं इजीली बगैर किसी प्रॉब्लम के. तो जस्ट लाइक upload those original documents, or if you don't have them, they're saying there that just apply with the verified or scanned copies of those documents. और यहाँ पर आपकी 3 लेवल्स की हो सकती हैं. लाइक ये जो इंफॉर्मेशन है ना इसके अंदर मैट्रिक और उसके बाद एफएससी की इंफॉर्मेशन या एफए की इंफॉर्मेशन होगी. लेकिन फिर बाद में वो कहेंगे कि लाइक करंट इंस्टीट्यूशन वगैरह. Could you like move to the next slide, please? Yeah, thank you. So here's the TOEFL testing. ये मतलब इतना important नहीं है because it is optional, but if you have your TOEFL exam and you think that your marks are like good, you can put it there. लेकिन ज़रूरी नहीं है. जब आप लोगों की like final selection हो जाएगी तो उसके बाद TOEFL test होता है, TOEFL ITP का test होता है, तो you don't necessarily need TOEFL for it. Yeah, we can move to the next slide, I think. Could we move to the next slide, please? Yeah, thank you. Okay, Same with the other things. For example, if you have any SAT scores or any other kind of like, if you have IELTS, like English testing or SATs or anything, you know. लेकिन हम लोग usually लेते नहीं है because it's not kind of mainstream in our country. So I mean that's all that is to it. Like in, if you have something, just put the things like, और अगर जो भी चीज़ आपने नहीं किया, फॉर एग्जांपल आपने टोफल नहीं दिया, आपने एसएटी नहीं दिया, you don't have any other sorts of tests, so just apply like, write like NA, N with a like slash A in every field, just that. Yep. Yep. We could move to the next slide. Okay, thank you. No, the language proficiency. Yeah. So the language proficiency, यहाँ पर आप लोगों ने अपनी सही करनी है, जो भी लोग मैं तो सिर्फ उर्दू और इंग्लिश बोलती हूँ, लेकिन any person who can speak more than 2 languages, you have to tell that, because it's kind of your like your personality, it's your identity. You have to show what, like what makes you unique. So write in your native languages, जो भी हमारे KPK से लोग हैं या फिर northern areas से who speak so many languages, you gotta tell them. So native languages, if you write like number of years of English language study, to be honest, हम लोग अभी ये depend करते हैं. मैंने तो यहाँ पर लिखा था like 12 years, because हम लोग तो like first grade से English as a subject पढ़ना start कर देते हैं, तो we could write that. And location studied, I believe I just wrote like Bahawalnagar, which is my like hometown, so I just wrote that. And नेटिव लैंग्वेजेस के अंदर आप एक से ज़्यादा लैंग्वेजेस लिख सकते हैं. मैंने अपने लिए उज़्बेक और उर्दू लिखी थी, अगरचे मैं उज़्बेक इतने अच्छे से नहीं बोल सकती, but I just wrote Uzbek and Urdu. And with English, yeah, it was the only language. But if some of you guys have taken any courses जो कि हमारी university provide करती है, for example, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Arabic, any kind of courses, if you have taken that, you can write there. And the other things, if you can write like not applicable, like NA, that would be fine too. Yep, we could move to the next slide. Yeah, thank you. So university courses, यहाँ पर people have asked me questions about this. So this thing is kind of your, again, it's your like, it's you have, your application needs to be coherent. It needs to be connected from one point to the other point. So आपने इस part पर focus करना है कि जो major आप वहाँ पर पढ़ना चाहते हैं, उससे connected जो आपने courses लिए हैं, वो यहाँ पर आप लिखेंगे, ठीक है? For example, if I had to take like political science, I wrote like history and, for example, international to IR, अगर जिस वक्त मैंने नहीं लिया था, but we studied like citizenship, तो human rights and citizenship का course किया था, तो I told about that. And also you need to tell them that you are a proficient, like you will have good skills, for example writing or reading skills. They're really important for any kind of scholarships. You know, you have to tell them that you're a proficient writer or you're good at stuff. So I told them about my courses like reading and writing classes and composition writing, and also focus on the things like your grades. Jiska, for example, okay, I'll tell you again. Okay, for example, if you have a class which are both focusing on writing, but then you have one class in which you have more grades, like better grades than the other, so put the one with better grades, to because we need to have a good impact on them as a whole. And यहाँ पे आप लोग, you can like write, you can add 15 courses maximum. So just start from the ones where you can use like better grades and like first semester. यहाँ पे okay, no, we don't have to mention all of the courses. That's what I told you. It's like you can add 15 courses. I was in third semester. After third semester, I was in fourth semester when I applied. So I had to choose between the courses that I took, और फिर उसमें मैंने देखा था कि कौन से courses जो हैं वो relative बन रहे हैं और जिनमें मेरे grades भी अच्छे हैं. That's what I did. So focus on your major that you're gonna study there, and also you do not have to add like um, courses from your like FSC or something. These are just your university courses, just your university courses that you have taken here in within your like past 2 years. Okay, this is yeah. And to be honest, there was another thing, the major, on the previous slide. Yeah. और यहाँ पर एक interesting चीज़ है. I mean, UGRAD provides you such flexibility that you can even change your proposed field of study from your major, like from your major in home university. That's why I chose like political science and uh, government. So even though I'm an English major here at Namal, I still was able to study political science in University of Wisconsin, which is really cool. So you can do like this field is really good, but एक point आता है कि if you have to change your major, you have to prove that you are gonna be able to like study that major here. And that's why I said कि जो courses आप add करेंगे, they should be relevant to the major that you've chosen. Yeah. Like you can study like different things. One of our fellows is studying music, I believe. Yeah. um and current academic institution, this is your university information, current degree, name of current institution, and faculty or department, your CGPA जो कि अभी करंट आपका CGPA चल रहा है, और CGPA हमारा out of 4 होता है, तो you can write that. And address हमारा नंबर का address, or any university that you are studying in. Then city, postal code जो है, postal codes के अंदर काफ़ी confusion होती है because we don't usually use postal codes in like normal life, daily life. In the US, they use postal codes with everything almost. So postal codes को आप just search कर लें, like postal code for Lahore, postal code for Islamabad, or even area के लिए, like if you find like नंबर का address, तो फिर उसके साथ postal code separately लिखा होता है. हर area का भी postal code different होता है within one like city or province. तो postal codes just Google पर search करें and you will find it easily. Country, phone number, I mean, if you do not have a phone, you can just write not applicable, and fax also not applicable. But हमारा I believe university का phone भी है or like fax भी है. So yep, we could move to the other slide. Okay, last academic institution. I believe it's like college that they've like metric or FSC वही वाली बात आ गई. तो पाकिस्तानी college that as they have written. हाँ, एक चीज़ है, always read the notes that they have given you, क्योंकि उसके अंदर ही सारी information होती है. उसके बाद भी कोई extra अगर problem हो तो उसके लिए we are doing this seminar. लेकिन read the application that they have given you very carefully. इस तरह नहीं करना कि oh पता तो है कि क्या लिखना है, we can just skip it. No, just read that first, then decide whatever you have to do. So it's the same as the university, just with your high school, just with your college. Cultural shock हो रहा है यहाँ पर. Yeah, we could move to the next slide. Okay, present course here. मेरा present course here था second, and you have to be in your second or third year, I believe, to apply for this scholarship. You cannot apply in your first year of the degree. Like if you are in like first semester or second semester, you cannot apply for it. So semester, you can write like I wrote I believe fourth semester क्योंकि मेरा third semester पूरा हो गया था and I had to apply, मतलब fourth semester start होने वाला था, तो I wrote fourth semester. Expected graduation date इसके अंदर, like graduation date के अंदर you can write just month and your like year. For example, mine is January 2025, so I wrote that month and the year, just that. And current specialization and major, इसके अंदर थोड़ा सा ना confusion हो जाती है because they don't specifically, मतलब मेरा है like English literature and linguistics नवल में, लेकिन यहाँ पर इस तरह का कोई ऑप्शन नहीं था, मतलब इंग्लिश लिटरेचर और लिंग्विस्टिक्स. तो मैंने बस उसके अंदर से जो भी लाइक क्लोजेस्ट बन रही थी ना फील्ड, आई जस्ट चोज दैट वन. तो उसके अंदर आपको जस्ट चेक करना है कि आपकी फील्ड्स के सबसे ज़्यादा रिलेटेड कौन सी बन रही है, एंड जस्ट चूज दैट वन. Yep, we could move to the next slide. So the additional information. Most of I didn't have any previous visa information, but if you have, you can write that. If you don't have, just write NA. The same thing. You just have to fill the whole application with NAs. If you don't have something, just don't leave things blank. Just write NA. Okay. Have you previously traveled? I didn't travel. And have you ever received a US visa? I didn't, but if you have to write like all the details that they have asked you. Yep. We could move to the next slide. Okay. Same thing like F1 वीज़ा J1 वीज़ा होता है short वे टाइम के लिए जो कि जैसे कि हम लोग exchange program पर हैं तो we have a J1 visa, but F1 visa is like for a whole degree. If you went for high school or if you have a university degree of 4 years, then you get a full-time student F1 visa. These are just different kinds of visas that you have. And have you been in the US for, if somebody has traveled, maybe their family lives there, or maybe they traveled for like somebody's wedding, they could tell that. Yep. So non-academic activities, these are important. These are again the part of your identity and the part of something that tells that you are the unique one, or you, how, why do you deserve this scholarship. um, but I guess इतना ज़्यादा important भी नहीं है, because there have been some people जो कि जिनके पास कोई भी इतनी ज़्यादा academic activities नहीं थी, non academic or like extracurricular or co-curricular activities, but they still got selected. तो but I would say at least put like one or two things. तो नॉन एकेडमिक एक्टिविटीज़ में आपका सब कुछ आ जाता है. इफ़ यू हैव डन सम सॉर्ट ऑफ वॉलंटियर वर्क, इफ़ यू हैव डन सम सॉर्ट ऑफ जॉब, सम इंटर्नशिप, और लाइक समथिंग जैसे कि मैंने प्लांटेशन ड्राइव्स की थी, दैट इज़ ऑल्सो वॉलंटियर वर्क. लेकिन आई जस्ट वांट टू टेल कि इसका स्कोप बहुत लाइक ब्रॉड है किसी भी लेवल से. इफ़ यू हैव डन समथिंग इन योर स्कूल, or like if in your community, if you taught children, you could do that. um, have you ever been arrested, and have you ever been expelled? If you have been arrested, you have to tell the thing and the reason. If you haven't been, just write NA. And if you have been expelled from any institution, you could tell that too. Yeah, we could move to the next slide if there is. Okay, wait, before the personal statement, I want to focus on the volunteer work or internships. मैं मतलब maybe I would say just try to find opportunity. If you're applying for this application, try to push yourself, because I didn't have any sort of volunteer experience before I found out about UGRAD. But when I found out about it, I said I have to do something. I mean, if I have to prove myself, I need to prove myself. So I just literally went to different institutions in my hometown and I said I need volunteer experience. So I need you to give me a volunteer opportunity. I will work for you guys. And then they gave me certificates. I worked in a women's shelter, like a short time internship. I worked there. I also went to like a special education, like for children for special with special needs. I went there. I told them I need volunteer work and I work for you guys for free. Yep. So just push yourself, push your limits. If you have to do something, you have to like do it fully. Put some effort, be passionate about it. That's my thing, my advice for like the whole application. And
Just
yeah,
to,
I think that's
yeah,
all.
very good. Just to add information here that you can also do volunteer work in your university, like the societies that have been created, all the societies and the volunteer works for the other students who have joined us. Please join those societies for the volunteer work. That would really count for this kind of scholarship. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sabiha, for such an insightful, detailed insight into the application process. Now, moving toward, we have our final guest, which is Sana Ehsan. She's a standout candidate for the UGRAD Fall 2020 program. Currently, she's pursuing her sixth semester of bachelor's degree at Emporia State University in Kansas. Sana's academic journey has been nothing short of exceptional. Sana's dedication to education extends beyond her studies. She has a deep-rooted ambition to contribute to Pakistan's education system upon her return. Her passion for reforming education in Pakistan is truly commendable. Let's welcome Sana Ehsan as she joins us today from America.
Oh, thank you, Aisha. Thank you so much. Um, ओके द पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट दिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट। ऐसा नहीं है कि एप्लीकेशन बाकी इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं होती, एप्लीकेशन का हर हिस्सा ही बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है। लेकिन ऑफ कोर्स एक चीज़ ऐसी होती है जो केक पर टॉपिंग होती है ना, तो वो आपकी पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट है। इट्स ओनली 250 वर्ड्स और आपकी लाइक गेम बदल सकता है। इफ़ यू हैव लाइक आपने बहुत सारे सर्टिफिकेट्स अटैच किए हैं और आपके एकेडमिक्स बहुत अच्छे हैं, बट अगर आपकी पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट अच्छी नहीं है तो वो सब कुछ आपका तबाह हो सकता है। और अगर आपकी पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट अच्छी है तो वो उस चीज़ को बहुत अच्छे से पॉलिश कर सकता है। ठीक है, तो पहले तो मैं बात करूँगी कि जो कॉमन चीज़ें हैं ना, जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट को लिखने से पहले, तो यहाँ पे जो है लाइक इन लोगों ने 4 क्वेश्चंस पूछे हुए, लाइक योर इंटरेस्ट, योर पर्सनैलिटी, योर एकेडमिक ऑब्जेक्टिव्स। तो जब उन्होंने आपसे लाइक पूछा है इंटरेस्ट एंड पर्सनैलिटी, सो फोकस ऑन इंटरेस्ट एंड पर्सनैलिटी। लोग क्या करते हैं कि वहाँ पे अपने लिए डिफरेंट क्रिएटिव, एम्बिशियस और इतने सारे एडजेक्टिव्स यूज़ करते हैं। डोंट डू दैट, चूज लाइक 1 और 2 और उसको प्रूव करें, लाइक क्योंकि मैं क्रिएटिव हूँ तो मैंने ये किया है तो इस वजह से मैं क्रिएटिव हूँ। मैं एम्बिशियस हूँ क्योंकि मैंने ये किया है। तो जब आप अपने इंटरेस्ट और पर्सनैलिटी के बारे में अपने लिए कोई एडजेक्टिव यूज़ करते हो तो उसको थोड़ा सा प्रूव करो कि ओके मैंने इसलिए किया है। और जो सीक्वेंस उन्होंने क्वेश्चंस का दिया ना, प्लीज़ फॉलो दैट सीक्वेंस। कुछ लोग ना स्टार्ट बिल्कुल इससे करते हैं कि मैंने यूएसए जाके ये करना है, प्लीज़ डोंट डू दैट। इसी सीक्वेंस को फॉलो करें। नेक्स्ट आपके एकेडमिक ऑब्जेक्टिव्स। आई नो कि पाकिस्तान में ऐसा नहीं होता कि ऑफ कोर्स मुझे भी नहीं पता था जब मैंने बीएस इंग्लिश पढ़ना स्टार्ट किया कि ओके मैं इसलिए बीएस इंग्लिश पढ़ना चाह रही हूँ या मुझे बीएस इंग्लिश क्यों पढ़ना चाहिए। तो लेकिन आपने इस चीज़ को कहीं ना कहीं रिलेट करना है, आपको बाद में रियलाइज़ हो जाता है, पहले रियलाइज़ होता है। तो आपने कहीं ना कहीं बताना है क्योंकि मैंने जो इंग्लिश पढ़ा है ये इसलिए स्टार्ट किया था। कोई भी सब्जेक्ट आप पढ़ रहे हो, आप उसको अपनी पर्सनैलिटी के साथ, अपने करंट जो आप कोई काम शाम कर रहे हो कुछ भी, उसको कहीं ना कहीं अपने बैकग्राउंड के साथ उसको रिलेट करो और फिर उसके साथ बताओ कि अच्छा फ्यूचर में आप क्या करना चाहते हो। और वो बहुत रियलिस्टिक गोल होना चाहिए और आपका गोल जो है वो आपकी पर्सनैलिटी के साथ ज़रूर अलाइन करना चाहिए। इनफैक्ट ये चारों क्वेश्चंस जो है ना वो एक दूसरे के साथ अलाइन करने चाहिए। नेक्स्ट आपका है योर गोल्स रिलेटेड टू फील्ड। तो आप समटाइम्स जैसे हमारे साथ कुछ स्टूडेंट्स हैं, उन्होंने अपना डिफरेंट चूज़ किया था मेजर, मैंने अपना सेम मेजर चूज़ किया था क्योंकि मेरे लिए ज़्यादा ईजी था उसको रिलेट करना अपने प्रीवियस बैकग्राउंड के साथ। तो अगर आप कोई दूसरा मेजर चूज़ करते हो तो इट्स कम्प्लीटली फाइन, लेकिन ये है कि आप उसको रिलेट करो। अगर वो आपके सब्जेक्ट के साथ थोड़ा बहुत, अब यहाँ पे 2 स्टूडेंट ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने म्यूज़िक चूज़ किया है क्योंकि वो लोग पाकिस्तान में उनका मेजर कोई साइंस है, कोई कुछ कर रहा है, लेकिन यहाँ पे उन्होंने म्यूज़िक चूज़ किया क्योंकि वो साथ में जो है वो लाइक कोई गिटार बजाता है, कोई कुछ करता है। तो उन्होंने क्योंकि उसको रिलेट किया है अपने साथ कि मैं यूएसए में इसलिए पढ़ना चाहता हूँ क्योंकि मैंने यहाँ पे ये किया है, तो आप उसको रिलेट करें। नेक्स्ट द रीज़न व्हाई वुड विश टू परस्यू। ओके, ये बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है, बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है कि आप यूएसए क्यों जाना चाहते हैं। ज़्यादातर लोग 2-3 बातें कहते हैं, मुझे एक्सपोज़र चाहिए, मुझे मैं कल्चर एक्सचेंज करना चाहता हूँ, मैं ट्रैवल करना चाहता हूँ, क्योंकि और यूएसए की तारीफ़ें करते हैं 3-4, बहुत मज़े के एडजेक्टिव्स इस्तेमाल करते हैं यूएसए के लिए। टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट ऐसा नहीं करें, आप उसको रियलिस्टिक रखें। टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट रियलिस्टिक रखें। मुझे पता है, आपको पता है कि आप क्यों आ रहे हो, ठीक है? हम यहाँ पे कुछ सीखने के लिए, कुछ अच्छा पढ़ने के लिए आ रहे हैं, ठीक है? और इस तरह से उसको, और बी ऑनेस्ट, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, अगर आप सिर्फ ट्रैवल के लिए भी आ रहे हैं ना तो स्टे ऑनेस्ट विद देम, इट्स कम्प्लीटली फाइन। तो लेकिन ये कि कोशिश करें कि उसको रिलेट करें। अब जैसे मेरा इंग्लिश था तो मैंने बोला था कि मैं एडवांस टूल्स जो है राइटिंग के जो है वो सीखना चाहती हूँ क्योंकि वो मेरे पीछे जो है वो सारे बैकग्राउंड के साथ रिलेट कर रहा था। तो आप लोग प्लीज़ 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 इन क्वेश्चंस के साथ ज़्यादा स्टिक रहें। पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट लोग क्या करते हैं, यूट्यूब पे बढ़ते हैं, वीडियो देखते हैं कि पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट कैसे लिखनी है। पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट डिफरेंट टाइप्स की होती हैं। अगर उन्होंने आपसे क्वेश्चन दिए हैं, आपको उन्होंने आपको गाइडलाइन प्रोवाइड की है, आपको इंस्ट्रक्शंस दी हैं, तो उनको फॉलो करें। जितना भी आपका एप्लीकेशन में इंस्ट्रक्शन है उनको बार 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 पढ़ें। और लास्ट पे आप एक चीज़ ज़रूर ऐड यहाँ पे कीजिएगा कि पाकिस्तान वापस आके 1 लाइन ऐड कर दें, 1.5 लाइन ऐड कर दें, कुछ भी लाइक आप ऐड कर दें, लेकिन ये ज़रूर बताएं कि वापस आके आप पाकिस्तान के लिए क्या करेंगे, या आप अपनी पर्सनैलिटी के बारे में बता दें कि मेरी पर्सनैलिटी में ये चेंज होगा। कुछ भी, कोई इम्पैक्ट जो आप क्रिएट करें। यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा 2-3 चीज़ें इंपॉर्टेंट हैं। एक तो ये कि आपने जो कभी सोसाइटी में कोई इम्पैक्ट क्रिएट किया है, उसके बारे में ज़रूर बात करें, ठीक है? एग्ज़ैक्ट आप नाम इस्तेमाल मत करें ऑर्गनाइज़ेशंस का या कोर्सेज़ का या जो आपने किए, लेकिन उनका जो इम्पैक्ट क्रिएट हुआ है आपकी अपनी पर्सनैलिटी पे या कोई इम्पैक्ट आपने क्रिएट किया है, तो उस पे ज़रूर बात करें। क्योंकि वो आपकी कह लो कि जान होगी, क्योंकि आपने जो किया है ना, वो चीज़ डिटरमाइन करेगी कि ओके, क्योंकि जाने का सबको शौक होता है और सब डिटरमाइन भी होते हैं कि हम ये करेंगे, वो करेंगे, लेकिन आपका बैकग्राउंड जो है वो कम से कम उन्हें थोड़ा बहुत बताए कि अच्छा इसने बंदे ने ये यहाँ पे किया हुआ है, तो इसे हम सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं। और आपकी जो एडिशनल एक्टिविटीज़ में जब आप सर्टिफिकेट्स वगैरह अपने अटैच करते हो ना, तो उसमें आप काफ़ी चीज़ें बताते हो। लाइक मैं मेरे ऑलमोस्ट 16 सर्टिफिकेट्स थे और मेरी एसओपी सारी की सारी उन एक्टिविटीज़ के गिर्द घूम रही थी कि मेरा एक्सपीरियंसेस मैंने सारे उन्हीं के बाकी थे। तो आप प्लीज़ उसको रेलिवेंट रखो, जो चीज़ें आप अटैच कर रहे हो उनको प्लीज़ रेलिवेंट रखो। एक चीज़ थोड़ी सी मैं और ऐड करना चाहूँगी कि जो सर्टिफिकेट्स वाला पोर्शन है, सभी ने मेंशन किया, मेरे पास कुछ ऐसी एक्टिविटीज़ थी जिनको मैंने किया था लेकिन मेरे पास सर्टिफिकेट्स नहीं थे। लेकिन ये था कि वो मेरी जो फ़ोटोज़ थी वो न्यूज़पेपर पे थी, तो मैंने वो न्यूज़पेपर से उनकी फ़ोटोज़ ली थी और मैंने वो सर्टिफिकेट्स की जगह पे वो अटैच किया था। लेकिन वो प्रॉपर प्रूफ था और उसमें मेरी फ़ोटो बहुत क्लियर थी। तो आप लोग ये कर सकते हो। इट्स रिस्की, इट कैन बी रिस्की, लेकिन मैंने ये किया था तो आई थॉट कि मैं अपना एक्सपीरियंस आपके साथ शेयर कर दूँ। बाकी आप, लेकिन ये कि बहुत ज़्यादा फ़ोटोज़ वगैरह शेयर करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। ऑफ कोर्स उन्होंने सर्टिफिकेट्स पूछा तो आप सर्टिफिकेट्स ही करें। लेकिन वो मेरा एक्सेप्शनल एक केस था कि मेरे पास वो बहुत अच्छी एक्टिविटीज़ थी और मेरे पास उसके सर्टिफिकेट नहीं थे, तो मैंने न्यूज़पेपर वाली वो फ़ोटोज़ उसके साथ अटैच कर दी। तो आप लोग वो भी कर सकते हो और अपनी एसओपी को अपने बैकग्राउंड के साथ रिलेट करें, जो आपकी एडिशनल एक्टिविटीज़ हैं उसके साथ रिलेट करें। मैंने जो था वो मेजर ओके, एम आई ऑडिबल? एम आई क्लियरली ऑडिबल? बिकॉज़ आई एम गेटिंग सम मैसेज दैट आई एम नॉट।
Yes, you are.
ओके, थैंक यू। ओके, तो मैंने उसमें टीचिंग का किया था कि मुझे टीचिंग का शौक है, ठीक है? और मेरा जो बैकग्राउंड था, मेरी एडिशनल एक्टिविटीज़, उसमें अच्छा खासा उनके पास प्रूफ्स थे कि इस बंदे ने बहुत ज़्यादा काम किया हुआ है स्टूडेंट्स के साथ और टीचर, एज़ अ टीचर इसने काम किया हुआ है। तो वो एक प्रूफ था। फिर अब मैंने उसको जब अपनी एसओपी में मेंशन किया तो उसकी एक वर्थ बढ़ जाती है, ठीक है? ओके, लास्ट 2 पॉइंट्स मैं अगेन रिपीट कर देती हूँ बिकॉज़ लाइक आई एम गेटिंग सम मैसेजेस कि मेरी लास्ट में वॉइस नहीं क्लियर थी। लास्ट पे जो 2 पॉइंट्स हैं, एक ये कि आप यूएसए में आके क्यों पढ़ना चाहते हो और अपने एकेडमिक ऑब्जेक्टिव्स के बारे में आपने बात करनी है। और ओके, हमें अब और ये चीज़ बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप उनको अपनी वर्थ भी दिखाओ। यूएसए, आप यूएसए जा रहे हो, आपको बहुत फ़ायदा हो रहा है, लेकिन आप यूएसए को भी फ़ायदा दिखाओ कि हम अगर आपके पास आ रहे हैं, तो यूएसए को भी आपसे फ़ायदा हो सकता है, ठीक है? तो आप उन्हें दिखा सकते हो अगर मैं यहाँ पे आता हूँ, तो मैं कुछ कर सकता हूँ। तो आप ये चीज़ उन्हें भी बताओ। तो बस मेरा ये है कि मैं बार-बार कहूँगी कि एसओपी को प्लीज़ रेलेवेंट रखें। 250 वर्ड्स हैं, 250 वर्ड्स में वो बात बिल्कुल मत करें जिसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है। एक गलती सब बहुत करते हैं, मैंने ऑलमोस्ट 50 प्लस एसओपीज़ रिव्यू की हैं और 50 में 45 जो एसओपीज़ थी, उनकी पहली लाइन यही थी कि आई बिलॉन्ग टू अंडर प्रिविलेज और अनडेवलप्ड एरिया और स्टफ लाइक दैट। प्लीज़ डोंट डू दैट। आप अपना एड्रेस मेंशन कर चुके हो, तो उनको पता है कि आप किस एरिया से हो और आपका एरिया कितना अंडर प्रिविलेज है। तो आप प्लीज़ उन्हें मत बताएँ कि मैं अंडर प्रिविलेज एरिया से हूँ। कुछ लोग ना अपने नाम से भी स्टार्ट करते हैं कि आई एम सना एहसान। तो अपने आपके पास सिर्फ 250 वर्ड्स हैं, तो आप प्लीज़ उनको ज़ाया मत करें, उनको अच्छे से इस्तेमाल करें। और कुछ लोग जो है वो लाइक ऐसे वर्ड्स इस्तेमाल करते हैं कि मेरे एरिया में एजुकेशन नहीं है, ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है, मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ नहीं मिली, मैं बहुत टैलेंटेड हूँ और मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटीज़। आप ऐसा मत करें। आप अपना कंट्री का, अपने एरिया का नेगेटिव इमेज भी मत प्रेज़ेंट करें। हाँ, अगर कोई चीज़ आप रिलेट कर सकते हो अपने लाइफ़ का, कोई एक्सपीरियंस आपके साथ कुछ हुआ था और आपने फिर उस पे काम किया, तो उसको मेबी कोई 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 बुरी चीज़ भी हो सकती है आपके साथ हुई थी, आपके एरिया की वजह से, सोसाइटी की वजह से, और आपने उस पे काम किया था या फिर उसने आपको इम्पैक्ट किया, तो आप उस पे बात कर सकते हो। लेकिन प्लीज़ ऐसे मत उसको लिखें कि आप सिम्पैथी ले रहे हो। आपको यूग्रेड वाले सिम्पैथी नहीं देते। यू है गाइज़ हैव टू शो देम समथिंग, ओके? और हाँ, ऑफ़ कोर्स अगर आप माइनॉरिटी हो, आपको थोड़ा प्रिविलेज मिल जाता है। अगर आप किसी बैकवर्ड एरिया से, आपको प्रिविलेज मिल जाता है, लेकिन इसके लिए आपको उन्हें बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं है क्योंकि आपके एप्लीकेशन में आप सब कुछ उन्हें बता चुके हो। आपके नाम से ऑलमोस्ट समटाइम्स पता लग जाता है उनको, आपके एरिया से पता लग जाता है और कहीं न कहीं उन्हें पता लग जाता है, ठीक है? तो आप एप्लीकेशन में कहीं और कहीं अगर आपको फ़ील हो रहा है कि नहीं मुझे इस चीज़ को थोड़ा हाइलाइट करने की ज़रूरत है, तो आप उसको टेक्निकली जो है थोड़ा हाइलाइट करो, सिम्पैथी गेन करने की कोशिश मत करो। तो एसओपी के जो 250 वर्ड्स हैं, उनको मैंने इसे किया था कि मैंने 3 पैराग्राफ्स बनाए थे और तीनों को रिलेट करने की कोशिश की थी, ठीक है? तो आप भी प्लीज़ ऐसा करें कि उसको एक-दूसरे के साथ रिलेट करने की कोशिश करें और अपनी एसओपी लिखने के बाद एक रफ ड्राफ्ट बनता है, आप उसको फाइनल करते हो, तो कम से कम ये आपको काफ़ी टाइम लग जाता है, ठीक है? लेकिन आप अपनी एसओपी को जब कंप्लीट कर लो कि ओके आई एम डन विद दैट, उसको पढ़ें। अगर आपको लग रहा है ना कि ओह! ये मुझे इम्प्रेस कर रही है मेरी एसओपी, अगर मैं होती उनकी जगह, तो मैं खुद को सिलेक्ट करती। इस एसओपी को पढ़ के मैं इस बंदे को सिलेक्ट करती। तो गो फॉर दैट। अनटिल एंड अनलेस आपको ये चीज़ फ़ील नहीं होती ना कि नहीं यार अभी इसमें कोई ना कमी है, इसमें ये चीज़ ज़रूर होनी चाहिए, अगर ये चीज़ होती तो फिर था। तो अनटिल अनलेस आपको ये फील नहीं आती ना, तो आप उसको बार-बार करो। तो आई गेस दैट्स ऑल। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much, Sana. Now I would like to invite Samira again to speak about her personal statement and what was she going through when she was writing her personal statement and her experience.
I'm
Sana, you
sorry.
haven't.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sure. So for me, to be honest, I think, sort of a privilege because I belong to a minority in Pakistan. Though I didn't have a lot of like volunteer works too. लेकिन point ये है कि I didn't make it my whole personality. I just gave them a hint that I do belong to a minority group in Pakistan. But still, my I believe my the answers to other questions were also really really clear. और अपनी जल्दी नहीं करनी है, इस पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट इज एज सना सेड कि इट्स द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट. तो इसको अपने ड्राफ्ट्स बनाते रहने एंड मेक इट एज कंसाइज एंड एज डायरेक्टेड टू द क्वेश्चंस एज पॉसिबल. तो मैंने तकरीबन लाइक 5 ड्राफ्ट्स बनाए थे. Even like one first try, showed it to somebody, I edited it and then make another draft, showed it to someone, edited it again. So I worked on it for from the start of the application, and I submitted the application at the final day. So and I was working on my application throughout the period. तो अपनी एसओपी पर अपनी एप्लीकेशन को सबमिट करने में इतनी जल्दी नहीं करनी है. अगरचे आई वुड से कि डोंट वेट अंटिल द लास्ट डे, बिकॉज लास्ट डे पर बहुत ज़्यादा लोग होते हैं तो सर्वर जो होता है वो लाइक हैंग होने लग जाता है. एंड it's like you cannot submit your application. Sana and I know how like troubled we were because we couldn't submit the application. The server was not working. So don't wait until the last day, maybe like 1 or 2 days before. They can work on it a lot, like edit it, lots of editing, and use the make it because 250 words हैं. तो try to make your sentences short लेकिन informative. Like एक sentence हो लेकिन उसके अंदर काफी सारी information हो. For example, you can say like I believe I wrote a thing like um, और रीजंस भी बता सकते हैं. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू डन लाइक वॉलंटियर वर्क तो उसके अंदर रीजन बता सकते हैं कि उस वॉलंटियर वर्क की वजह से आपको मतलब क्या फ़ायदा हुआ. फॉर एग्जांपल व्हेन आई रोट अबाउट द वुमेन्स शेल्टर, आई told that it gave me an insight to the women of my area. Like I honestly didn't know what's happening in my area before I did the volunteer work. So it was something that was enlightening. And so um, just try to make it as concise and directed as possible and just edit it a lot or show it to someone jo ke seniors hain. I took a lot of help from my seniors. I'm really thankful to all of them. Nimra is one of them. Thank you. So just interest and personality is important. Like I believe like studying in the US, as she says, Sana says, it is good. And like I don't know, whatever interests you, to be honest. Just be yourself. Just be yourself in this application. Yeah, I think that's what I have to say. Just edit your application and your SOP a lot, and just be yourself. You don't have to fake to be someone. Just they love your own personality. They love your originality. Yeah, that's what I have to say.
Thank you so much, Sabiha, Sana, and Nimra. It was very insightful experience and insightful detail about the application process that you all shared. It was very well versed. At the end of this session, we are going to have a question and answer session. If you guys have any queries that were not addressed or that you are confused about and you want to ask right now, you can just raise your hand and then we would give you guys floor one by one, or you can type it in the chat box and we would try to answer as many questions as we can.
So we have one question. Sabia, would you like to answer? That is in the chat box.
So I can read out the questions for you. Um, First, we have a question. Somebody asked, which course was closest to English for you while applying? It is asked by
One
Hafsa.
more question.
So could I answer? Should I answer?
Sure.
Okay. So courses like I mean मेरा major नमल में BS English है तो almost every course is related to literature or linguistics. So um, but I didn't really focus on the literary things like poetry or something. I focused more on the writing things because that is important. और मैंने because मैंने major change कर रही थी मैं political science पढ़ रही थी US में तो I focused on the subjects that were closest to political science. तो I think इंग्लिश में जस्ट राइटिंग एम्फोसिस मैंने किया था और लाइक स्पीकिंग और लिसनिंग स्किल्स जो कि मैंने फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में कोर्सेज किए थे ना आई फोकस्ड ऑन दोज वर द थिंग्स दैट वर रिलेटेड टू इंग्लिश दैट्स ऑल या
Muhammad Daniel Khan is asking, I'm currently in my sixth semester, but I received an F grade in two subjects during my fifth semester. I had cleared those subjects in the summer semester, but the result has not been updated yet. Should I upload transcript for to fifth, one to fifth semester or one to fourth semester?
अब ये डिपेंड करता है कि when will you receive your transcript. Try if you receive it like before the application maybe you could like use the 1 to 5. To be honest, I'm a bit thinking about it. Let me think about it. But
I think you can go to.
there have been people
Yeah, just.
there have been people okay, there have been people जिनका बहुत ज़्यादा बुरे grades थे ना like 2.0 but and they still got selected. So just try to wait a bit. Maybe you could wait a bit until you get your transcript and or if you because you are applying in sixth semester और जब बाकी सारी information आप बताएंगे कि मैं sixth semester में हूँ तो they will think कि where's your fifth semester, you just skipped it. So just wait for the transcript, ask university अगर आपको transcript मिल जाती है तो apply for that. And yeah, don't be
Yes,
disheartened by your
yes,
F grade.
Sabia is right. Whoever asked the question, you can go to the administration and request them. Just write an application and request them to give you the transcript because you're applying for UGRAD. And Namal is very supportive for UGRAD students, those who want to apply. You will definitely get the transcript. Don't worry about that. अगर आपने समर में किया और अभी तक रिजल्ट नहीं आया, you can just request them. Yes. जी निम्रा सना, you would like to answer next few questions, please.
Ahmed Nasser has
Yes,
raised
sure.
his hand. So Ahmed, if you want to ask any question, you can.
Yes, please, Ahmed.
Yes, I have a question. Actually, during my non-academic activities, I have added two activities there. The first one is that I have been a part of the CS society of my university, and the second is that I have been a part of cricket team of my university, and I represented my department's cricket team. So, as far as the proofs are concerned, I have the proof of the membership of CS society because I have the card for that. But for the cricket team, actually, I'm a shy guy and I don't appear in pictures much. So, for that, which proof should I attach, or is it better to not attach any proof for the cricket? participation.
I think it's completely fine, Ahmed, if you don't have any kind of a proof regarding certain activity that you have done. But I would suggest you, if you could manage, then you should add that, because it will add credibility to your arguments. But it's completely fine if you don't have that, like the proof of anything. But if you did that, you should mention that. And if you don't have the proof of that, it's completely fine. But I would suggest you to go to your, wherever you have played that, like cricket, under which academy you have played, to just go over there and ask them for some kind of a certificates or anything that shows that you have appeared in that particular cricket tournament or anything, that you have been a part of that. So I think it's good when you have proofs, but it doesn't matter when you don't have any kind of proof. For me, I have mentioned, I still remember about the, like the societies that we have in the university, social responsibility society and other societies. But at that time I didn't have any of the certificates, but I selected, and I got the scholarship. So it doesn't matter. I didn't have any, and I just want to break a myth over here. आप लोग बहुत ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स से सुनेंगे, अपने इर्द गिर्द लोगों से सुनेंगे, दे विल आस्क यू कि अगर तुम्हारे पास सोशल एक्टिविटीज़ के सर्टिफिकेट्स नहीं है एंड ऑल दैट, you will not going to select. So it's completely wrong thing, and it's a myth. If you do have, it's good, it will add up to your application process. But if you don't have, you just don't need to worry about it. As far as my application process was concerned, at that time I only had a single certificate, to be honest. And that certificate was only related to the academic information. Like I got a scholarship back then in middle standard scholarship examinations, and it is far behind. Like I have applied in my fourth semester and I have got that scholarship, and that was completely an academic scholarship in my eighth standard. And I don't have any kind of a social experience, so it's completely fine if you don't have social activities. But if you do have, that will be great.
Zaryaba Fidi has asked, do certain proposed courses, the one that we will be studying in United States, have more competition or does it not matter?
So I guess I'm the one to answer that.
Sure.
No, all the courses are equal for me. I think all the courses are same. Yes. It's not the fight for courses. It's the fight for yourself. Doesn't matter आपका कोर्स कौन सा है, because हमारे पास like इतनी varied fields में से हमारी मेरे साथ प्रोग्राम में लोग हैं कि I wouldn't say कि एक प्रोग्राम को वो लोग better समझते हैं और दूसरे को नहीं समझते. वीज़ा में कुछ होते हैं, उनके इश्यूज आ जाते हैं, बट दैट डजंट मैटर, क्योंकि स्कॉलरशिप के लिए द कोर्स डजंट मैटर. यू जस्ट हैव टू शो के जो भी आप कर रहे हैं, यू आर डूइंग इट वेल एंड यू आर गुड एट योर स्टफ, जस्ट दैट, एंड यू कैन डू दिस. If you go to the US, you can study the course that you're choosing. Yeah, so किसी भी competition, as a whole competition काफी है, because like out of 40,000 applicants, we were selected just 100 something, like maybe 115, 116. तो on the whole competition काफी ज़्यादा है, लेकिन related to courses, I wouldn't say.
Okay, so Amna Fareed is asking, is there any time duration for additional certificate? Like you can use your certificates from school or colleges? I think Nimra can answer this question.
Sorry, Aisha, I was bit. My internet was not good. Could you please repeat the question?
Amna Fareed asks, is there any time duration for additional certificates? Like, can you use your certificates from school or college?
Okay. I got that. So there are many students who are confused about it, but the criteria is like you need to mention, or you need to upload those certificates that you have acquired in the last 5 years. That that is considered as most relevant certificates, and that will add up to your application process. But if you don't have any like good certificates, and you do have anything special to mention, like whether it is from your school level or the college level, do mention that. And in the document section you will see that you can upload 5 documents maximum. So what you need to do is कि एक PDF फाइल जनरेट कर दें, उसमें आप मल्टीपल सर्टिफिकेट्स लगा दें, and that will be counted as a single file, and you can upload like up to 5 files of this type. So if you have some significant things, like अगर आपने बहुत ज़्यादा social work किया है and you are good in the field, uh, so you can add those things in the last 5 years that you have done. But if you don't have like certification in the last 5 years, so you can add up from your like college experiences or the school experiences as well.
Umme Habiba is asking, do we need reference letter for application? And Zaryab Afridi is asking, what about GPA? How much is sufficient?
Okay, तो reference letter आपको अभी नहीं चाहिए होगा. You just need to fill the application. Reference letter बाद में चाहिए होते हैं. If you get selected, then you need, I believe, 2 reference letters from anyone, like your uh, if you have done some work, then you can take it from your employer or your teachers. I took both of them from my teachers. तो अभी अभी आपको reference letter की फिक्र नहीं करनी है. अभी आप just focus on your application. Or GPA, as I told before, there was someone we have heard like he or she had a 2.0 GPA, but they still got selected. Though I would say just be hopeful, and lekin like if you have a passing GPA, it's fine. Yeah, lekin but good GPA definitely puts some positive impact on them. Lekin it's not necessary. If your other parts of your application are really good, I don't think the GPA matters. But
Abbas, Abbas Kareem has raised his
Assalamualaikum.
hand. You can ask the question.
Assalamualaikum. Am I audible? Am
Yes,
I
you're
audible?
audible, Abbas.
Okay, Nimra, my question is from you. As you mentioned that we have to submit some of the educational documentations. So I do have a little bit of confusion with regard to DMCs and certificates. Like for example, I've done my matriculation and FSC from the same institution, and we get basically two kind of documents. The one is, we get DMCs, detailed mark certificates for 10th class as well as for FSC. But at the same time, you also get certificates from boards. Like I got my certificates from SWAT board, in the local board, right? So should we update or should we upload the DMCs or just the certificates?
Okay, Abbas. For the DMCs and degree, there is a difference between degree and DMC. DMC is your detailed mark sheet, and degree is your like जिसे आप अपनी common language में सनद भी कहते हैं, that you get after your FSC or metric. तो एक तो वो जो आपकी 10th की आपको डिटेल मार्कशीट मिलती है, दैट इज़ योर DMC. और उसके बाद जो सनद होती है जिसे हम कॉमन लैंग्वेज में कहते हैं, एंड इन द डॉक्यूमेंट सेक्शन यू विल फाइंड इट विद द certificate, with the heading of certificate. um, if you are entering your data for like FSC or for the metric, then you have to upload your DMC or degree, whatever they have asked for. बट अगर आप यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल की बात करें, तो एज़ यू नो दैट एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया इज़ लाइक आप यू शुड बी इन 13 और 14 ईयर ऑफ योर एजुकेशन. सो ऑब्वियसली आपकी डिग्री अभी कंप्लीट नहीं हुई है, so you will not get a degree but you will get a transcript. Okay, so you need to upload a transcript. You have to go to your administration section and ask them and request them for the incomplete transcript. They will give you that incomplete transcript and you have to upload that transcript. But for the DMC, you just need to say NA, that is not applicable because you are not graduated yet, so you will not get degree. But for the FSC and metric section, you can upload that degree and DMC as well. Degree is your certificate and DMC is your detailed marks that you get after your metric and FSC. Hope this is the
And
answer
for
of your
category,
question.
okay, yes. Just to make it clear, so basically, I need to upload both of them, both the DMCs and the certificates for my FSC and matriculation.
Uh, Abbas, you are not audible.
Uh,
Is he audible? There
Um,
is a there is a
Nimra,
connectivity issue at
Nimra,
my side.
Abbas is saying that for FSC and for metric, do you
Yeah,
need DMC and certificates both, or just DMC is fine? Do you agree?
yeah, 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 yeah. You need both of them, and like your degree and DMC both. Because when you mentioned your things in the additional information, you have to fill that section, and you need both of them for to fill those particular sections.
okay, thank you, Nima. Thank you.
Yeah.
Muhammad Sayam Khan, you can ask your question.
Siam Khan, please ask a question. Or Zakir Khan, can you please ask your question?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for providing me this opportunity. My question is about that how can we relate BS English degree to social activism? I mean, what should be the proofs to educate societal change by studying BS English?
A very good question by Zakir. I will briefly answer this, and then Sabia can also have a say on it, because it's a very important question. Because mostly from the English department student, they don't know how to relate like your goals and your degree. This was the most challenging thing for me, to be honest, when I was doing my like when I was writing my SOP. So you need to like be innovative and think about it, how you will relate your degree with your goal. It is not like that relating your degree with the scholarship application. It is more related to your goal. Like how, what is your long term goal? Let's suppose if you are saying like you wanted to be a CSP officer, then how this degree is connected to with your long term goal that you have mentioned inside your SOP in the goal section. Like in while answering the question of goals, obviously you have mentioned some kind of a goal for yourself, and how this degree is related to your goal. In a simple language I can say that like जो आपने गोल सेलेक्ट किया है उसके साथ आपकी डिग्री कैसे रिलेट कर रही है. ऑब्वियसली जब आपने एडमिशन लिया होगा इस डिग्री में, तो यू हैव सर्टेन काइंड ऑफ अ गोल इनसाइड योर माइंड, एंड इफ नॉट एट दैट टाइम देन अभी आपके पास कुछ ना कुछ लाइक माइंड में होगा व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू इन योर फ्यूचर. तो आप इस अपनी इस डिग्री को उसके साथ रिलेट करें. मैं आपको एग्जांपल के तौर पर ये बता सकती हूँ, लाइक as I have already given the example of a CSP. So, if you wanted to do a CSS, then you can relate it in a way like CSS is all about giving back to society or serving for the public. So, like if you have an English degree, basically literature is a mirror image of the society. When you see the society from the perspective of different scholars or philosophers that you have studied in your course, like Shakespeare, John Milton, John Dryden, and you have studied these type of a great philosophers. Their works is obviously the mirror image of the society or the age from which they belong to. So so you are basically seeing that those societies from the lens of those great philosophers and through those great perspectives. So you can relate that. Through that you came to know about the societies, and you are going to serve the society in a longer run as a CSP officer. So this will help you a lot to have the sound knowledge about the societies. So actually this was a part of my own SOP. Like obviously we are bound not to share the exact words, but I think so I have given you a complete whole of a gist or complete like message. If I am clear, then you can thumb up.
I got it. Thank you, Dimra. Now I got it, the
Yeah,
whole thing. Thank you.
yeah, thank you so much. It's almost like about my SOP. I have translated my SOP in front of you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Iman Imtiaz, you can ask your question.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि नॉन एकेडमिक एक्टिविटीज वाले सेक्शन में हमारे पास आ जाते हैं डेट ऑफ पार्टिसिपेशन और उसमें आ जाता है टू वाला सेक्शन। तो उधर हम क्या डेट डालें अगर हम स्टिल कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं? फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं जॉब कर रही हूँ, मैंने जॉब का मेंशन किया है तो फॉर्म में मैं स्टार्ट डेट डाल दूंगी, स्टार्टिंग डेट। तो टू में मैं क्या ऐड करूँ?
Okay, so let me like say the question again to ensure that it is the question that you've asked. So you're saying that if you are currently like within the period of the job or or the internship, what would you write as the end date? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So to be honest, I don't have much idea about it, like the job thing. Lekin, I would say okay, you can maybe if you have done something within your job, like maybe you did some specific work while you were doing that job, while अपने अपने work place में कोई ऐसा काम किया था, maybe you could tell more about that. या फिर you can just write like the current date that you're applying at, you can just write it from there that you are still doing it, because I don't think it. I mean, try to just उसको बस एक किस्म का approximate period बनाकर लिख दें. It's fine, and you can also like tell that still continuing somewhere, or like maybe जब आप अपना background बताएं, maybe in the SOP you can say that you're still doing the job. Kind of give them information, a hint. I think that could be something. Yeah.
Nimra,
Thank
you
you.
want to clear this same point?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, Iman, अबाउट द डेट्स फॉर एवरीबडी, डेट्स के बारे में आप लोगों ने ज़्यादा नहीं सोचना है कि यू हैव टू बी स्पेसिफिक अबाउट द डेट्स। मैंने जो अपनी एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस में डेट्स डाली थी, दैट विल आर रैंडम, बिकॉज हमें हमें नहीं पता होता हम कब से मेंबर्स बने हुए हैं कुछ सोसाइटीज़ के, और कुछ सोसाइटीज़ के हम जस्ट अब कह लो इट्स मोर काइंड ऑफ के बस आप मेंबर हो एंड यू आर डूइंग नथिंग। एंड सो आई हैव जस्ट यूज एज एन अप्रोक्सीमेट नंबर के 6 months हो गए हैं या 4 months हो गए हैं, जस्ट पुट रैंडम डेट्स, इट्स कम्प्लीटली फाइन, बट यू नीड टू बी स्पेसिफिक एज टू द स्पेसिफिक लाइक टाइम पीरियड। आपको पता होगा कि आप 4 महीने से या 6 महीने से आप ये काम कर रहे हैं, या 2 महीने से, या 2 weeks से। so you need to be specific, don't like mention any kind of a lie inside your application right from the start to towards the end। so बाकी जो चीज़ है कि obviously आपको नहीं पता होता कि specific dates कौन सी हैं, you just use an approximate answers for
Yes,
that।
next question, please. Sayam Khan.
Ahmed Nasser, you can ask a question if Siam Khan is not available right now.
Aisha, can you read the questions from the chat box, please?
Sure, ma'am.
Actually, my question was that I have taken IELTS back in 2021, but it has expired now. So should I attach it or mention it?
आई थिंक सो इट डजेंट मैटर्स कि अगर आपका हो तो भी कोई मसला नहीं है, और अगर आपका कोई प्रोफिशेंसी सर्टिफिकेट नहीं है देन इट्स कम्प्लीटली फाइन। either me, Sabia, or Sana, we all like don't have any kind of a proficiency certificate at that time when we were applying। ये जब आपकी सिलेक्शन हो जाती है, it doesn't matter you have proficiency certificate or not, you have to take TOEFL exam after your selection। so ये इतना काउंट नहीं करता। if you can if you do have, it doesn't matter अगर आपकी वो expire भी हो गई है, you just mention the that you have taken these numbers and make sure that the date should be correct. और आप करेक्ट डेट मेंशन कर दें, वो खुद ही एवेलुएट कर लेंगे कि लाइक whether they should consider it or not. Let's leave the decision on them. If they have to consider, they will consider, and if they don't, they simply ignore that section. अगर है आपके पास तो आप मेंशन कर दें विद करेक्ट डेट्स, और बाकियों के लिए यही है कि अगर आपके पास कोई नहीं है तो देन इट्स कम्प्लीटली फाइन, इट डजंट मैटर.
Okay, it's fine.
We have a question from Maria and Abdul Rafi. What about introverts who don't like socializing and have no activities or volunteer work whatsoever? And then Abdul Rafi, whose question correlates with Maria's question. Should we have any specific kind of internship or voluntary work, or could it be related to any work that we did?
Okay, so first, I think UGRAD is all about pushing yourself. It's all about getting out of your comfort zone. अगर आप किसी दूसरे country में आएंगे, then you have to socialize with so many people that you don't know. You don't know their language. You don't know anything. So all of these scholarships and everything is about pushing yourself. I am super introverted and awkward in social situations. लेकिन I did some work जो कि मेरे according मतलब मैं कर सकती थी. The internship that I did, it was like just computer work that I used to fill the like information from like paper to the website. That's what my work was. It wasn't really like, I'm not a social person, so I don't have any work like going into a conference and speaking maybe, or going into like a sports stuff. तो मेरे इंटर्नशिप जो है वो मेरे अकॉर्डिंग है, मेरी पर्सनालिटी के अकॉर्डिंग है, जो कि उसको रिफ्लेक्ट करती है. तो just try to find what you can do, लेकिन don't try to hide either. I mean, push yourself, maybe not too much, लेकिन कुछ कोशिश करेंगे, you will find something for yourself. I'm sure of that. Yeah. और दूसरी बात क्या थी? Could you tell that again? The second question.
Okay.
Specific kind of internship.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So the specific kind of internship, I would say just show the work that is relevant to your application. Lekin you can also show that you're a well-rounded individual. For example, you can have work from one field and the other field. I also had a certificate from an online course that I did, and I also had this volunteer work. तो उससे आपको पता चलता है कि how this person is not just limiting themselves to one thing. So it doesn't have to be specific, just kind of connect them all into one. तो मैंने अपनी एप्लीकेशन में उनको बताया था कि I did the volunteer work, तो मुझे उससे मुझे ये फ़ायदा हुआ, and I did the online course, तो उससे मुझे like technology का पता चला. I did web designing, तो it gave me an info about internet or like web design, so it kind of improves your personality, and it shows that you are a good candidate. Yeah, so not specific, just connect them all
Yeah, and
together.
just like Sabiha has said, like if you are doing content writing, I think many of English students and students from other departments, they are doing content writing, and again volunteer work, the leadership skills that you show in departmental societies if you have joined them. Please mention all of them. Yes, next question, please.
Mario Gual is again asking if someone got selected in fifth semester and he or she goes to United States for 1 or 2 semester, in which semester he or she will be sitting when returned back here? I think Nimra can answer this question more accurately.
Yeah, in which semester she is?
After coming back from the exchange program, in which semester will we be sitting when we return back?
Now she is in fourth semester.
She's in fifth semester.
Fifth semester, then it will be like seventh. Sorry, eighth semester. Yeah, eighth semester. Um, can I have a minute, please? I have shared some links. Aisha, can I have a minute to share, like, to briefly introduce about the links? So I have shared few links in the chat box. First one is about the USCFP website where you will start your application. Then the image resizer, where you will resize your image, and the cam scanner. These I'm sure you know about these, but the thing is that that drive link I have shared also. It is about the video, the complete video of application process. If you have missed certain section inside the application process, you can click on this drive link and you will have a complete video regarding the UGRAD application process. And after that I will share a complete blog like how to write an SOP, and I have recommended this blog to many students, or to many aspirants who are applying, and it is a very good blog written by UGRAD alumni, and from spring 2022, and you will find it amazing, I must say that. um, and I am going to share that link. I have not shared earlier because I want to have your attention, because it is very important. You will have a great assistance from that. I have shared with multiple people, so I am sharing in a while. Next question please, Aisha.
Zeb Khan is asking, what about the ones that are pursuing bridging program from Namal and are currently in the sixth semester? Do they only have to attach the transcript of fifth semester?
I've already answered that question. Yes, bridging students can apply, master students cannot apply. Undergrad, I mean this program is for the UGRAD, which means undergrad, but bridging students can apply. And the second part of the question, Sabia, you can answer.
I couldn't get the second part of the question. Could you repeat that for me?
So basically, I think he has done 14 years of education from somewhere else, and then he got admission in the fifth semester in Namal. To continue the 16 years of education. So he only has result of fifth semester from Namal. So he's saying, do I have to? From what I understand, I think he's saying, um, do I have to attach the result of 14 years of education, like the BA? I think he has done that too, and the fifth semester result, or only the fifth semester result?
Okay, so वहाँ पर आप I believe when you're writing like academic information जब start होती है तो you can write your BA in that और current institution में आप अपना नमल का डाल सकते हैं, okay, because that is current institution and before that you have your BA. So वहाँ पर आप explain कर सकते हैं you're in bridging at Namal. Yeah.
Siam Khan is asking, how can I tailor this scholarship application to make it stand out from the competition?
I think they have like answered all of the things, the SOPs and everything. I mean, every part of the application matters. You cannot make yourself stand out. Please remember that everything matters. Every little bit of information, starting from your academic information, your general information, your background, your SOP, your GPA. Nothing, there is nothing that one part of the application that makes you stand up. Everything in connection will make you selected, will help you select or something like that. Yes, you want to say something, Sabia?
I mean, I agree with you.
All right. Yes. Anything else? Any other question?
I believe there is a question in the chat. I have read that so I could answer it about which semester I would be in when I come back. तो हमारी university it is accommodating about it. Like मैं जब वापस आऊँगी तो I would be here before my exams, before my final exams. So the university is gonna conduct special exams, and I would be going. I would not be wasting my time. And to be honest, I don't really care if I have to repeat the semester. This scholarship is like once in a lifetime opportunity. I don't care if I spend like 6 months in a foreign country having really great experiences. I don't think that's a waste of time. So that's my लेकिन ये मेरा अपना opinion है. But Namal is accommodating in terms of that. तो हम लोगों के लिए special exams conduct होंगे, and I would be with my fellows. Yeah.
Yes, Eamon Sudhir, you can ask your question.
Assalamu alaikum. I just want an advice from you people. I opted BS English to groom myself and enhance my English because I want to work in a multinational company. So can I mention that, or it would give a negative impact?
Yes, Sabiha. Yes, Nimra.
I think so.
Yes, Nimra,
Oh,
please.
okay. Oh, okay. Eamon, it will not add a negative impact to your application if you are writing an SOP and your goal is to work in a multinational company. It's completely fine. Do mention that if you can prove that. I mean, I have not read your SOP, so I can't comment on that. But I will share my like Gmail account. If you could send me your SOP, I will have a look at it, and then I can
Yeah,
I
sure.
will be in
Thank
a
you so
better
much.
position to comment on that.
Okay,
And it's for
thank you.
everybody else. Like if you want to review your SOP, you can send that on the mentioned Gmail account. It's for everyone. I'm sharing that in a chat box.
I have also shared my Outlook account, so you can send me any questions or your SOPs if you want it, if you want my opinion on it. Yeah.
I think we don't have any other question. Okay, Amen and Afif Javed, you can ask your questions.
Hey, don't mind. I have another question. It's from Sabiha. There's a section where it has asked that you need to tell your course, the courses you are currently doing in university. So, what should I write there? Like, you stated one, no, you said two, human rights and citizenship, and reading and writing skills, or something like that. So, can I mention that as well? Like, of course, did those courses from my university.
Like from your current institution, I believe you could tell that if it's relevant to your application. If it's relevant to the SOP that you've written, you could mention them. Yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Or just maybe just general like human rights and citizenship. It's like related to social activism, and to be a good applicant, I think it shows that you are a good applicant if you have studied something this important. You could just tell it if you have like good grades, if you think it's gonna add something, just mention. Yeah.
Yeah, I scored the highest marks, so I can try that one. Thank you.
Afif Javed, you can ask your question.
Assalamu alaikum. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I just want to ask, are there any specific qualities or attribute that selection committee look for in the application?
I want to answer that question. Could I answer it? So, like,
Yes, sure.
it's not something that they say specifically, लेकिन जो चीज़ मैंने नोट की है हमारे like मेरे fellows में, everyone is open to new things, and everyone is kind of just want to learn. They want to learn things, and they're open, flexible, and pushing themselves. That's what I have noticed in like people around me. They are such well-rounded individuals, like nice human beings with good academics, maybe not so good. It's not specific, okay? Some have don't have good academics, but that doesn't matter. It's like you're a good human being and you are pushing yourself, you want to learn more, you are open to new experiences. I think just being a good person, even that makes you a good applicant. For me, I mean, it's just my opinion, but yeah, you could also add something, Nimra.
I think so. You have wonderfully explained that. I will try to move on to further questions. Like I have read the chat box. कुछ स्टूडेंट्स ये कह रही हैं हम फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर से हैं, what we need to do, you just need to make your profile. That's the simple answer of that question. Do join societies, departmental societies, university societies. Try to find the hidden talent that you have or the skills. And one more question, like if you don't have any kind of a social experience or certificates, I have already explained that. At the time when I was applying, I didn't have any kind of a certificate regarding the social activity. But now I do have a many certificates, but at that time I don't have any. You just need to show them how much enthusiastic you are, and they just need to see that कि आपकी एप्लीकेशन में वो उनको वो काइंड ऑफ अ चार्म नज़र आती है कि नहीं आती है, द इफेक्टिवनेस और द चार्म, कि आप enthusiasm नज़र आता है कि नहीं आता. It's all about that. And in a one line, if I will conclude it, I will say it. वो सिर्फ ये चीज़ देखते हैं कि when you will come back, what impact do you have on the society. कि obviously they don't know like whether you are going to achieve your goals or not. किसी ने अगर ये मेंशन किया है कि मैं सीएसपी बनना चाहता हूँ, तो they don't know about it whether you will going to clear the CSS exam or not. But you need to show them by your words like you are enthusiastic about it, you want to make a social change in the society. They just see that do you have the right potential for changing the society. And believe me, like Sabiha and Sana are on their UGRAD journey, but I have filled multiple surveys for them after returning back as an alumni. सो वो हर सर्वे में यही पूछते हैं कि लाइक आपसे कितने लोग इम्पैक्ट हुए हैं और कितने लोगों को आपने यूएस के बारे में बताया है, और कितना पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट आपने क्रिएट किया है. एंड देयर सोशल एक्टिविटीज़ लाइक कम्युनिटी डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट्स दैट दे ऑफर आफ्टर कमिंग बैक फ्रॉम अ स्कॉलरशिप. सो उसमें भी यही होता है कि यू आर लीडिंग द सोसाइटी एनी काइंड ऑफ इनिशिएटिव. लाइक it's basically all about the leadership. Like if you don't have any kind of a certificates, but you आप उनको बता रहे हैं कि that you will create an impact in the society through your goal. It's all about it. That what I have understood from those um, surveys, और जितना मेरा इनके साथ experience हुआ है, I would say that it is all about your leadership and how much you are impacting.
As we come to the end of this seminar, we want to express our gratitude to our speaker, especially Sabiha, Nimra, and Sana, and to all of you for joining us today. The UGRAD Exchange Program is a remarkable opportunity, and we hope that this webinar has provided you with valuable insight and inspiration to pursue it. If you guys have any further questions or need assistance with your application, please do not hesitate to reach out to our society. And Sabiha and Nimra have already mentioned their email in the chat box. You can note it down. And we are here to support you in your journey towards academic and cultural exchange. Before we conclude, we encourage you to stay connected with us for updates on future events and opportunities. Once again, thank you so much for being part of this webinar, especially the speakers, and we wish you all the best of luck with your UGRAD exchange program applications. Goodbye and have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Goodbye, everyone.